Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Universal Info 24. So guys, today we are going to explore the top deadliest places in the world. There are some places in the world that are so inhospitable that spending just a short period of time there can have serious implications for your health. There are also places where the local inhabitants live in constant danger from threats which are both natural and man-made. Number 1. Lake Neo Cameroon. The reason the lake is so deadly is due to the volcanic activity hidden beneath its surface. Magma underneath the lake releases carbon dioxide, which slowly filters up through the water. This seemingly nondescript lake in Cameroon was the site of a horrific natural disaster in 1986, which resulted in the death of over 1,700 people. It is suspected that a landslide or an earthquake triggered the sudden release of a fatal cloud of carbon dioxide, which descended upon the local region and asphyxiated its inhabitants. Measures are now in place to prevent such a disaster from happening again. Number 2. Vanuatu, South Pacific Vanuatu, may look like paradise, but it hides some deadly secrets. The tiny island nation is considered to be one of the most at-risk areas for natural disasters in the world. Its population is regularly hit by earthquakes, storms, volcanic eruptions, and tsunamis. The fact that the islands are so small is also significant, as it means these natural disasters have wider-reaching effects. Number 3. Danakil Desert, Ethiopia. It may look like another planet, but the Danakil Desert is actually in Ethiopia, with parts in Eritrea and Djibouti. It's one of the hottest and most inhospitable places in the world, with volcanoes, lava lakes, deadly hot springs, and geysers blowing steaming hot water out of the ground. Though it may seem like a hellish place to live, it is inhabited by people who mine the otherworldly landscape for salt. Number 4. Fukushima, Japan. Everyone knows Fukushima in Japan. The nuclear reactor there was damaged during the catastrophic earthquake that hit the region in March 2011. It was the ensuing tsunami, which sent a huge wave over 12 m, 40 feet high, towards the power station that resulted in a core meltdown. 120,000 people in the surrounding region had to be evacuated just because of the threat of radiation. Today, there is still an exclusion zone around the site of the disaster, and in July 2018, radiation levels inside the power plant were determined to be still too high for people to enter. Number 5. Aral Sea, Central Asia. The haunting Aral Sea lies between Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan. Once a vast lake, the Aral Sea has been rapidly drying up since the 1960s after Soviet irrigation projects diverted the water. The result was one of the biggest ecological disasters of recent times. What's more, pesticides and other agricultural chemicals from the surrounding land contaminated the lake. Once the lake dried up, polluted dust particles became a health hazard for all the nearby inhabitants. Number 6. Voronezh Island, Aral Sea. Within the Aral Sea itself lies an even deadlier location. Voronezh Island, in the middle of the lake, was used by the Soviet Union to test biological weapons. There were a series of accidents while the base was still operational. In one, multiple people died after the accidental release of weaponized smallpox. A number of bioweapons were reportedly stored there, including anthrax spores and the bubonic plague. After the island was evacuated, the containers began to deteriorate. Thank you for joining us on this journey to explore some of the deadliest places on Earth. As we conclude our video, remember that while these locations may hold a dark and ominous reputation, they also serve as a reminder of the resilience of life and the fragility of our existence. If you found this video intriguing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content that takes you to the edge of the world and beyond. Stay curious, stay safe, and until next time, this is Universal Info 24 signing off.